Are you going to be running today? Well, today's the perfect day to be watching Movement is Mandatory, because today we're going to cover a quick and effective running warm-up to do before you hit the trails or you hit the pavement. So all you're going to need is your body weight, and let's get moving. All right, so today's video, it's 3 movements. We're gonna do these 3 movements. The first 2 are gonna be a minute apiece. And actually it's gonna be 3 minutes because we're gonna have to do both sides on one of the exercises. And then the third one is gonna be more dynamic, so we're gonna do a couple sets of 10. So the first movement is going to be a lunge up. We're gonna do this for a full minute. So you're gonna get into a lunge position. Your back foot, your back knee is underneath your hip, your toes are tucked. Your front foot is a little bit closer, so your knee is slightly more, it's not at 90 degrees, it's a little bit more than 90, a little bit more acute. And all we're gonna do is push down through our feet and go up into a lunge. And we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. And I got a timer going so we can see the whole 60 seconds that it takes. The whole idea with this is we are pushing down into our feet. That's gonna really help get that activation, particularly in that back cheek and that front cheek, back pocket area as we fire. And I'm trying to straighten that back knee as I do this, which is going to help prep for that extension that you need for your run mechanics. Doesn't matter if you're doing a longer run today, some sprint work, some hill work, whatever it is, this is going to help really prep that system. Also, it's going to help get those hips nice and mobile and activated. We got 10 seconds to be able to go. So let's get one more rep. Perfect. All right, and we're gonna switch sides. Same thing, start at the bottom, toe tucked, foot a little bit more acute than 90, drive down through those feet. 60 seconds. My hips are staying forward as I go through this, and it's at your pace. So, it doesn't have to be crazy fast, it doesn't have to be crazy slow. Everything should be under control. That's the key. When I get to the top right here, I feel cheek, feel a little bit of stretch, and I feel my feet engaged as I go through this. I'm making sure I keep my abs tight as I go through that motion. My knee comes all the way back down to the floor as I do this. I'm thinking about my big toes, particularly in that back foot. We got one more rep. Perfect. All right, so the next one, a little bit easier. We started a little rough. And the next one is just a hip opener. So the foot that stays down, my big toe stays connected to the floor. And I'm just driving that hip open side to side. And I'm doing 60 seconds. So I go up and almost a kick out as I come up and over. Again, trying to open up that hip capsule, but I'm also really trying to connect that foot that stays down to the floor to where I feel that glute firing. My abs stay tight as I go through here. And that's going to help that push forward position that we need with running. We got about 20 seconds. Making sure I really feel all that good connection to the floor, and I feel all that tension through the hip that's staying on the ground. Let's get one more rep. Perfect. All right, the last movement is a split squat jump. 10 reps on each side is what we're trying to do. So, or actually, it's alternating. It's not each side. We're gonna do 2 rounds of it. That's what I meant to say. So we're gonna start in that lunge up position or a quarter squat position, and we're just alternating. Now I am trying to jump as high as I can as I alternate to get that good firing through my hips. And we're just doing 10. One more. We'll take a break for about 15 seconds. Heart rate should be up now. Really trying to make that good connection. I'm pushing down through my feet, just like I did on that lunge up, to really get my hips engaged, get that tension through my hips. I shouldn't feel as much in my quads as I jump. We got one more set of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, perfect, guys. Super easy. Only took about 5-ish minutes to do, but now you should feel nice and loose. My hips should be ready to go. You're warmed up, a little bit out of breath, maybe, if you're like me. But now your system's ready, prepped, so you don't have to take that first mile or that first 5 minutes to warm up. Now you're warmed up. Now you can actually run. So it's a great, effective drill. Like, share, subscribe to this, particularly if you're a runner. Super easy to do. It's quick, effective, and we appreciate you guys for watching the video. I'm Dr. Brian, and thank you for making movement mandatory.